Okay, so serious note here. Mental health is something that really big deal to me. And that's part of the reason why I did my 22 for 22 challenge back in October. Actually, I take it back. It was back in August, and I have been trying my damnedest to be able to get 22 for 22 every 22nd of the month for the 22 veterans that commit suicide every day in the United States. Sadly, that number has increased, and currently the national average is about 23 and a half to 24. And that's sad that we lose 24 people, service members, every former, past, present, active, Guard or Reserve, every day to suicide and mental health issues. And that's unacceptable. The other thing that's unacceptable is the amount of suicide that happens, period, any day, point blank in the world. There is something out there that you can grasp and hold on to and push for and strive for to continue to elevate your mental and get you out of the funk that you're in. For me, that happens to be rollerblading. For a long time, I didn't have that. I stopped skating, seriously skating, in 2009 while on active duty. I did this because I didn't want to risk getting hurt and being undeployable and not be able to do my job as a United States Air Force Security Forces member. Um, but at the same time, I used that excuse to hide my feelings and emotions and try to bury everything down. I didn't have an outlet, and it bottled up and bottled up and bottled up and built up. And because of that, I started making excuses for everything. I started making excuses for not PTing the way I should and not taking care of myself the way I should and everything else. And it affected everything. It affected my family life. It affected my military life. It affected everything. Um, I found other coping mechanisms to deal with it. You know, buried myself into video games. Just quit talking to people. I shut myself off. I didn't want to deal with anything. Um, that wasn't the right thing to do. And it wasn't until uh, this year I was laying in bed and decided that there needed to be a change in myself. Wasn't saying I wasn't unhappy. I mean, I wasn't unhappy. I just knew there was something not right. There was an imbalance. Like my my mental wasn't there, and I finally took a second while I was laying in bed, debating on whether I was going to get up and go for a run or if I was just going to try to roll over and go back to sleep. Well, I got out of bed and said, you know what? You're a fat ass. You need to get out. You need to move because you need to be here for your family. So I got up and I went outside and I strapped my skates on and I started tinkering around on my rollerblades again. Fast forward a month, ordered a new set of skates, built myself a practice box, practice rail, started skating. Fast forward a couple more months, I lived out a lifelong dream and was able to attend What Year Is It at Woodward. Thank you, Long and Cameron Card, and everybody else that made the What Year Is It event happen. Hopefully next year with Murder Militia, I'll be able to partake in a little bit better, be a little more involved with the behind the scenes, and try to elevate this industry that I love so much, and that's become a huge part of my life again. But yeah, because of that, I found a little bit more stability. I found an outlet for my anger and my frustration. Um, excuse me. I found a better alternative than shutting the world out and hiding behind my phone and hiding behind video games. To be perfectly honest, I haven't picked up my personal PlayStation controller to actually sit down and play a game by myself to ease my mind and shake the week off or shake the month off or shake the day off in the better part of 4 months. And I was doing this every week, 4 or 5 hours, maybe 6 hours a week. Um, playing video games to hide from my wife, to hide from my kids, to hide from my family, to hide from my responsibilities as a dad and as a father and as a husband and a provider. And that's not okay with me. That's not what I wanted to do. And because of rollerblading, I've become more active in my family. I'm more active outside. My kids are seeing me active. They're seeing me healthier. They're seeing me live a better life. They're seeing a change in my attitude, and that's something huge for me. So that's my mental health piece. That's me opening up to everybody that watches this, to the world, because things I've never said before, things I've never actually admitted really to myself other than just now. Things that I've known have been true. I just never actually said it. That I was not in the right mental place for a long time because I had no actual outlet, and that I was deferring and not accepting my responsibilities as a person, as a man, as a husband, as a father, as a military member, and as an active member of society. And because of that, I do apologize to all of those that it affected, even myself. I made a lot of mistakes, but I will never regret it. Nope. You can't live your life with a regret. Well, what you can do is accept the mistakes that you made and live with them and push through and make yourself a better person. Because everything does happen for a reason. Every mistake you make, every proper decision you make, every shortfall, every misstep, every misguided deed that you do, every good deed that you do is a step on the path to you becoming a solid human being, a solid, great person that people want to be around. And whether you think that people don't want to be a part of your life, whether you think people hate you, whether you think your family doesn't want you, there's somebody out there that loves you. There's somebody out there that you can walk up to and say, hey, can I have a hug? Because I really need a hug. And guess what? You'll find that person and they'll give you a hug. If you see me on the street and you're having a horrible day and you're having a shit day and you don't want to do anything and you think the world's beating you down, please, by all means, I will give you a hug. I will go to the bar and I'll buy you a beer and you can sit down and tell me your problems. If you're an alcoholic and you're recovering and you don't want to go have a beer, you know what, man, we can go down the street to Cold Stone and I'll buy you an ice cream and we can eat and hang out and talk and you can tell me what's wrong and unload your mental. But please, whatever you do not end your life. There's more to live for than that. You are a better person than that. The world needs you. Your family needs you. Your friends need you. All right? So, with that, I know it's a pretty serious video and I haven't really dove into this. Trying to make myself a better person by coming out and talking to y'all about this. But thanks for stopping by, y'all. If this helps you in any way, please let me know. I'd love to hear from you. If you just want me to stick to rollerblading and reviews on products and stuff like that, let me know. But I really needed to do this for me, for those that are out there struggling with mental health and everything else like that, because I know there's a lot of them. And I know a lot of us rollerbladers hide behind a false sense of bravado. Yeah, we're rollerbladers, you know, but you know what? Just because you're a rollerblader, you might be a badass, but even badasses need a hand up sometimes, all right? So don't let yourself be caught behind that A-ball, all right? As always, y'all, thank you for stopping by. Like, subscribe, leave me comments, positive mail, hate mail, I don't care. Just leave me mail. I like to read it. Makes me happy. Makes the day go by. And to let me know that I'm helping you, or even if it's just to make you laugh. You know, I mean, watching a fat guy falling down on rollerblades makes everybody laugh, even this guy. And I'm the fat guy falling down on rollerblades. So, all right, y'all. All right. I do have a lot of love in my heart for all of y'all out there, whether I know you or don't. You know, your positive impact on this world, whether you know you've made it or not. Somewhere, someday, somehow, some way, you've made somebody smile and you've made somebody's day better. And that's all you need to do. Just think about that. Like, you've made one person's day better. That means you've made a positive impact on the world. Peace, love, rollerblades. I'm out.